Hi guys, it's Nadun here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's video we will discuss about functions relating to the count. So this would include count, count A, countif, countifs, and countblank, and those 5 functions we will focus on today's video. So let's get started. So these are the functions we are focusing on. Count. Count means it counts the number of cells that contains a number. So in this argument, if you are selecting a cell with the text or not a value format, then it will not get picked up. Count A, despite of whether it is a number or text format, it counts all the range which has a value. Countif is a similar to count A but with a conditional formatting. Conditional in the sense, if it is a particular condition is met, then it will count the rows. Countif, which is similar to sumifs, which means if a condition is met, it will count. Instead of in the sumif, it will sum, but in this condition, if there are multiple conditions, we can use countifs. So it will count if the condition is met. And countblank is a function that you can count blank if there are blanks in your range. Okay, then let's go to the sample data. So in this sample data, it is relating to hotel room revenues, and as you could see, in this example there are some room categories. There are guest rooms and there is a one executive room, and the room also there are categories such as water villas, beach villas, and executive. And there are two responsible managers for sale for all of the guest rooms. One is John and one is Steve. And average room revenue that they're selling the room at the moment is $1,500 for water villa and $1,000 for beach villa. So in this scenario, we assume executive room is not for sale. So the first question that we have got is calculate the total laundry cost of the room sold if each room laundry cost is estimated to be $500 per month with the estimated occupancy of 80%. So in this scenario, what we needed to find out is how many rooms that we are selling, and after that multiply it by the room rate or the laundry costs per room and apply the 80% occupancy. So we have to calculate number of rooms. So number of rooms. So how we can calculate the number of rooms is in here number of rooms sold we have to calculate. So these are the rooms that you can in this example you have to calculate the values. You have to calculate the rows that has a value, or which we are selling. So what we can do is we can use the count function. So we can press count, we can press equal and enter count, open parentheses, and then select the area you want to count the number of cells In other words, count the number of rows that has values, and then we close the parentheses. So you will get 16. So in this example, let's see whether I have got the correct number. So what we can do is we can select all the list and then see whether in this one its count come as 17, as you could see it in here. It is accurate because there is a one cell that has non-applicable. So in this example, it's illustrate that whichever the cells that has numbers only considered in the function of count. So as we got the number of rooms sold, what we needed to do is to identify the laundry cost of $500 and then occupancy of 80%, and you will have total total laundry cost, which is by multiplying 16 into 500 to 80. So we will get $6,400 per month. And the second question, so this is the first question. So this is the so we'll add a line and say this is the first question. For the second, what they're telling is assume repair costs per month of each room including executive is $100 per month. What is the total repair cost? So this is, in this one we need to know number of rooms. In this scenario we can select count A. It doesn't matter whether it's a value, text, or whichever it is, we need to know the number of rooms. Then you can type count A and then open parentheses and select the range, and afterwards close parentheses. Then you will get the number of 17. As you could see, the difference is 1, which is this one. So in this count A formula, it captures all the value despite whether it's a text format, value format, or whichever it is. And then what we needed to do is just multiply by 100. So cost is 100. Total cost we get 17 multiplied by 100, 1700. So the third question is water villa room rate is 1500 and beach villa rate is $1000. What is the room revenue of the hotel with occupancy of 70, 80 and 85? So third question. So in here what we need to know is how many water villas we have and how many beach villas we have. So let's find out how many water villas and beach villas. So what we can do is we can use the Countif function. So equal count if open parentheses. So we want to see this water villa criteria, whether we are matching it in, whether we are having it in the product, the range of the product. so which would be C5 to C21, and then this range needs to be constant throughout our, when we are dragging the formula it should be constant. So we need to lock the cells. So what we need to do is we need to either insert dollar function in front of both C and both 5 and as well as C and 21. Like this, you can type dollar function, or else other method is you can press F4 and insert comma, and then the next one is the criteria. So our criteria is Portobello, which is in the cell of H14. So we will set H14 and close parentheses. It will give a number of, so water villas we are having 7 and beach villas we are having a 9, and then the rate applicable. So rate applicable for water villas, let's say rate water villas is 1500, beach villas is 1000. So if that is the case, then we have to calculate the frequency of 70%, 80%, 85%. Okay, let's go to the fourth question. The fourth question is John and Steve are sales managers. Assume 5%, assume they receive 5% as commission on their room sales. Assume income tax applicable is 20%. What is the annual commission income? So we need to calculate each of John's and Steve's income, or the commission, the total commission that they're getting from room. So there are multiple criterias. It needs to be a guest room, so it needs to be a guest room, and there are different rates for water villas and beach villas. So it needs to be a water villa and beach villa, then it needs to be John. So we are looking at fulfilling 3 criterias, and the second, it's relating to Steve. So let's update here as Steve. Right, so let's calculate the number of rooms relating to each of these criteria. Countifs, countifs, parentheses, and then first criteria we are going to look at, there is the room, guest rooms. So we need to select the range of B5 to B21 to filter out the guest rooms, and then it needs to be locked. So the criteria is guest rooms, and the second criteria is whether it's a water villa or a beach villa. So we will select the range relating to the villa category, and then we will lock the cells and then select water villa as the criteria. The third criteria we want to satisfy is whether it's Steve or John. So we'll select the manager responsibility column, that area, lock it, then let's select John. So you have how many rooms? So then this one, if you add it up, then the total should equal to 16, so which is correct what we are getting. So then the water villa, let's quickly update in here. So water villa is 1500 and beach villa is 1000. So the total revenue that they will be getting per day is this one, then 5%, and then let's assume it's for 365 days. So this is how much they will get as their revenue for the full year. So that would be number of rooms that they are selling into the room rate into 5% per day and 365 days. So in this one afterwards, their net revenue would be 90%, 80% of this because they pay taxes. So we multiply by 0.8. So we can totally summarize John and Steve is having revenue and Steve with the revenue of this. So in summary, 153,300 is earned by John and Steve earned 131,400 per annum. The last function we want to touch is Countblank. Let's say we delete the executive, this C13 cell values, and then let's go and see, use the Countblanks. Countblank. Then let's select the area. And see what values does it turns up. So it turns up 1, so which means whatever you delete or whatever the values there is there, it doesn't contain any text or whichever the value, whichever the value, so it will turn out to be blank. So let's delete another and see how the formula works. So it counts as 2. So as you could see, this is the way how the Countblank works. So hope you guys like my video. So if you wish to see any more videos in future, please click subscribe and thumbs up, and then leave a comment and any of your feedbacks. Until I see you on next video, have a nice day.